Alrighty, boob tubes and tickety talk land. So, looking at some of the details of Iran's attack on northern Iraq and in, I will correct myself, not eastern Syria, western Syria. It was when I heard that the targets were actually in western Syria, I was like, hold on. There's more than meets the eye to all this, and I shall explain. So, the targets in northern Iraq, right next to the American base, They say it was an Israeli Mossad spy centre, and they were showing their capabilities of the accuracy of their missiles to take that out and not hit America. Full on anyway, but they've landed missiles right next door to them, to their neighbour. So they're saying, we can hit you if we want. Our missiles are capable of coming down your throat. Also, when I was checking out the targets inside Syria, I assumed they would have been at the west, just geographically speaking, but it's in the east, right? And which is very interesting. Right? I've never heard of this newspaper before, but what is it? Iran.com, right? And what you can't see because of the border, but which I can show you, is Iran's missile strike shows muscle while avoiding real war. So the target in northern Iraq, right next to the Americans. The target in western Syria, well, let's have a wee look. Tehran claims its longest range missile strike ever on targets more than 1,200 kilometres away. Is this a coincidence that they've done 1,200 kilometres away, hitting ISIL inside Syria? Is it a coincidence that they landed bombs right next to the American base, or missiles right next to the American base? Well, let's have a wee look. There's Iran's western border there, if you can see that. Well done. Where's my moose loose about this house? There's Israel. Oh God, I didn't realise this hadn't come over. And what you'll find is Iran, coincidentally, can hit Israel. So what they've done, what you could perceive, what's happened with those missile strikes is they've sent a message to both Israel and America, if you can separate them, that we can hit you inside northern Iraq if we want, and we can hit you inside Israel if you want. So it's turning, and the Houthis are doing their best to switch off the Red Sea. Russia's doing their best to occupy the Western forces left, right and centre, and Ukraine. Also Syria, I do believe, but that'll be more special forces, I would imagine. And Iran's came out swinging its stick. Went, right, look, we're not going to hit you, Yankee Doodle Dandies, but we can if we want. Boom! Launched 7, 8 missiles right down the throat of the Americans inside northern Iraq. And then they've hit western Syria. Hold on, I'll show you where they hit. If I can find the moose loose about this house. I'll just do that. Idlib, which is right there, so it's just sort of a southwest of Aleppo. But again, it's 1,200 kilometres from Iran's border. Which, coincidence? I don't know. Israel, the centre of Israel, the whole of Israel is like 1,200 kilometres away from its borders. So you can see why Israel has been so concerned about Iran for all this time, because they have gained, they've got the biggest missile arsenal in the Middle East. I don't know if that encompasses Israel. I need to find that out. But they have the biggest missile stockpile in the Middle East, and they can hit Israel if they want. They can hit the Americans in northern Iraq if they want. They can hit the Americans anywhere in the side Syria they want if they want. I mean, ISIS, they can do that. So interesting times. So was Iran's attack them swinging their dick and threatening Israel and the Yankee Doodle Dandies and showing them we do have the capability of doing this. Our missiles are accurate and we can actually land them where we want, even if it is right next to your base. Get it? Got it. Good. Cat cheese. No cats or cheese were harmed in this film.